Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. So as a follow-up to our last one around the release of the 2022 images for the Mini Cooper S, Cooper and 1, I've actually now been shared photos of the 2022 JCW as well. My god, is that even more controversial than the new front bumper and grille setup on the Cooper S. So let's jump straight into those photos and I'll give you my reaction to them. So I've literally just seen them now. Okay, so let's take a look at these photos. So a big thank you to Nick Horn on Instagram for sending me a link to a YouTube video by Car Vlogger. So I'll put both Nick's Instagram handle and Car Vlogger's details in the description as well. So he's managed to get hold of a JCW and walk around it. So my god, is that front end just as controversial. So they've taken the GP grille by the looks of it, so the GP3 grille, and actually extended that down right to the bottom of the bumper just to match what they'd done on the Cooper and Cooper S, the 22 model. But for me, the big thing that really sticks out on that front end are the corners of the bumpers. So they're very similar, big square openings, and I think they're very similar to what Toyota have done on the new Yaris GR. So if you look, it's got like that sort of square opening for the, I'm assuming, some sort of cooling for a secondary radiator like they do on the current JCW. So on the current one, they've actually got an additional radiator down there for to cool the coolant even more, because I know they had some potential heating issues. So that additional rad's there to help on track and things like that. Front end, other than that big front bumper, big grille, the front end's the same in terms of the bonnet scoop and the headlights and things like that. It's really the big drastic change is that front bumper. So if we flip to the side profile now, you've still got those same JCW skirts. They don't look to have changed. So for me, the only thing that's changed on the side profile are the little A-panel scuttle vents. They've got a new JCW design, but that's it. So let's switch to that back bumper, and for me that's where the JCW just really doesn't work. So I think that's really ugly. So the diffuser that comes up, and it comes up and out at an angle and really sticks out. Now it may look better on the flesh. These might be some really bad photos that I've seen, but as a first impression, I just don't like it. You can see now where they've got that GP3 linking and the shape of the rear bumper, because that shows on the S and now on the JCW as well. You can see the little sort of key design elements that match now for the whole range. So that makes sense, but I'm just not a fan of that big diffuser and the grain. Again, I think that's going to be a grower, and I think it may look better in time and in person. But for me, I'm just not a fan of that rear bumper. So maybe in a few weeks' time I'll look back at it and change my mind, but initial shock impressions, just not a big fan. So let's switch back to that front end again and just show you it from a slightly different angle. And you can certainly see that GP3 grille, the way the honeycomb section sort of is pushed outwards to the front of the car. You can see the bigger intercooler and the brake ducts. So there's certainly a continuity between the pre-facelift and this facelift, but just not sure about those big square openings again. It could look completely different in the flesh, but I think for me, this is the first time I think in any of the generations that I've actually preferred the Cooper S look to the JCW. Obviously, I like the pre-facelift JCW, but for me, looking at these new facelift versions, I think the S actually looks smarter than the JCW. This will all change in time, but this is just my opinion right now. So if you like these last couple of videos, hopefully you found them entertainment. Please hit that like button, and if you want notifications on any future uploads, hit the notification bar and click the little bell, and you'll get alerts every time we upload new content. So I'm going to try and add some more short ones like this, where it's just mini news and mini updates, as well as my own how-to videos and other videos like the history of Orange. Hopefully when we get in, we can do a tour of Orange and things like that. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.